Hello, welcome to yoga with me on the internet. Interesting circumstances have brought us here, but I'm so happy that we're here together. I am going to move most of the things that I'm doing online, and I'm excited about it. I think that it'll be a wonderful way for us all to meet and do yoga together in the comfort of our own homes or wherever we are. This is just an introduction video, about 20 minutes of fun practice, gentle, relaxing with breath, a little bit of strengthening. I want you to follow along with me. And if you like this practice, then every week I'm going to offer 2 more 45-minute yoga videos and then 2 live stream classes that you can join along with that'll be happening in real time. So if you like this video, then find the Patreon link, sign up and subscribe, and in your email inbox will arrive 2 or 4 classes for you to do with me every week. But for now, let's get started. So make sure you're comfortable. You can use a yoga mat, and if you don't have a yoga mat, you don't need to use one. You can use a comfortable blanket or anything else that feels supported and nice for your body to be on. Join me in a seated position. And begin to just notice how it feels to be here. So noticing the breath, the fact that you are breathing, and notice the body, the fact that you have one. Just feel both of these things starting to come to life. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Feel the bottom of the body connected to the earth underneath you. And feel the top of the body connected to the sky. Crown of the head moving up, seat moving down. And as you breathe, draw the inhale up from the bottom of the body, up from the earth, all the way to the crown of the head to the sky. And as you exhale, let the breath move back down towards the earth. Let's take 5 breaths like that. Inhale from the earth all the way up to the sky. And exhale, let the breath move back down towards the earth. 4 more. Deep inhale, breath rises. Deep exhale, breath lowers. Inhale, feeling the connection with the body on the earth, breath moving up from there. Exhale, feeling the connection from the head to the sky, breath moving down from there. 2 more breaths on your own, seeing the breath rise and fall. And then from your seated position, adding a little movement with the breath on the next inhale, bring the arms up overhead and use this as a way to stretch out. Palms of the hands press above you. Open mouth, exhale, hands come down to the heart. Take a moment here if you'd like to set an intention for how you want to move through this video practice, or just in general how you'd like to move through your day or your world. Just take a moment setting the tone for your breath, for your movement. On your next inhale, bring the arms up overhead, gather all the energy of that intention around the body. Palms press again. Open mouth, exhale, draw it into the heart. Let's start moving. Come on to hands and knees. Make sure that your wrists are right underneath your shoulders and your knees are right underneath your hips. Maybe you want to tuck the toes to stretch the ankles out a little bit. Moving through the spine, inhale for a cow pose, arch the back and look up. Exhale for a cat pose, round the spine, chin to chest, look down. Keep moving like this. Inhale, find a cow pose, arch the spine, look up. Exhale, cat pose, round the spine, look down. And as you move, you're synchronizing the breath with the movement, finding this space of breath and body meeting together. Take a few more rounds of breath, and maybe while you're here, you want to move a little bit differently. Hips might want to come into a circle. You might want to stay and shake the head around. Just take a second to feel what it feels like to be you, to be in your body. I'm assuming that you're home, that you're in a place that's comfortable. Go wild. Take some time to just feel what it feels like here, to breathe and move. We've all been under a little bit of stress, and any energetic movement or release that you can find in the body and the breath will make you feel a lot better. Take a couple more rounds of breath, a couple more rounds of movement, however you want to do it. Maybe traditional cat-cows. And then when you get back to a neutral spine, pause. Just a little bit of strength here. When you're ready, on your next inhale, lift your right leg up and find the leg nice and long and high. Straighten it as much as you can and then lengthen the spine. And if you're leaning kind of far over to the left, lean towards the center and stay here. And if you want a little bit more, you can reach your left arm forward and have the bicep next to the ear and just hold here. This is a fun balance exercise. You're here for 3, breathing. Stay strong and long. You're here for 2. Take one more inhale to lengthen. And as you exhale, hand and knee come down. Give yourself a little break from the wrist. Come back to sit on your heels. Inhale, arms come up overhead. And this time as you exhale, cactus the arms, lift the chest. One more. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, cactus and lift, getting a little opening in the upper body. Back down to hands and knees. Left leg reaches back behind you. If you're leaning over to the right, lean back towards the center. Lengthen the leg as much as you can. Stay like this, or if you want more, reach your right arm up. Stay for 3. Lengthen everything. Lift everything. You're here for 2. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, come back down onto hands and knees. And again, come down to sit on your heels. This time, bring your arms up overhead. Inhale. Grab your right wrist as you exhale. Bring it over to the left side, side body stretch. With the breath, inhale, center. Exhale, left to right. Inhale, center. Exhale, right to left. Inhale, center. Exhale, left to right. Inhale, arms come up overhead. And as you exhale, back down onto hands and knees. Again, a little strengthening. Tuck the toes. Make sure your hands are right underneath your shoulders. Lift your knees up off of the mat. Hover for 3. Hover for 2. Hover for 1. When you're ready, it's a downward facing dog. Legs straighten. Spine is long. If you need to bend your knees a little here, that's fine. If you need to round your spine here, that's fine. Thinking about lengthening, maybe walking the hands forward a little bit more. Thinking about the energy of the heels moving down towards the ground, it's not necessary. When you're in your down dog, find 3 breaths with me. Deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. One more inhale. This time as you exhale, come to a plank pose. Again, a little strength. Just hold yourself here. If you need to put your knees down, you definitely can. Otherwise, long spine, chest reaching forward, gaze in front of you. One more breath. And then when you get to your exhale, lower to your belly as slowly as you can. And rest for a second here. Relaxing on your stomach. We're trying to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. It's the part of the nervous system that helps you relax. It's the nervous system that's activated when you're sleeping, when you're eating, when you're cuddling with your dog. The best way to find it is to take long, deep breaths through the nose. On your next inhale, reach your chest up, look forward, lift your legs up. Stay for 3. Lift everything up as high as you can. Stay for 2. Take one more inhale to lift, lift, lift. And as you exhale, release down. Soles of the feet towards the ceiling, windshield wiper the feet from left to right. Take a moment. Continuing to trying to find a deep breath, relaxing in the mind and the body as much as you can while you're here. Legs come down, look forward, lift up. If it's easier for you to keep the legs down, by all means do. Otherwise, we're here for 3. Maybe the feet come together for a little more of a challenge. We're here for 2. Maybe the arms come forward for a real challenge. Take an inhale. And exhale, hands come down, rest. Find your way to a plank pose. So you can tuck the toes and just lift right up, or you can use your knees to come up. Back to a downward facing dog. Stay, breathe. Again, maybe pedal the feet out, maybe shake the head out. If you don't like a down dog, if it hurts your wrists or your legs, just take a couple cat-cows instead. Otherwise, downward facing dog for a few more breaths. And then when you're ready, we're going to walk to a forward fold at the top of the mat. Here, just hang out. More weight in the front of the feet than the back of the feet. You can move around a little, you can stay still. Some people love to grab opposite elbows underneath them. Some people love to clasp the hands above them, lift the knuckles up towards the ceiling. Maybe your hands don't touch the ground, that's fine. Just dangle. Maybe you're going to bend the knees a lot. Just be here. You want to feel a stretch in the back of the thighs and the lower back, in the back of the head. Really release down. On your next inhale, bring your hands to your shins and lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, fold back down. This time as you inhale, come all the way up to standing. Bring your arms with you and stretch out. Hook your thumbs together and breathe over to the left side. Come forward, over to the right and back, stretching out the shoulder blades. Should feel good to find this movement. And then move it in the other direction. We're going to move through a round of Sun Salute A. One breath, one movement, just follow me. Inhale, arms come up overhead, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank pose. Stay here for an inhale, strengthening. And exhale, lower down to your belly. Inhale, come up to your cobra pose. If you're going deeper, it's an upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths, deep inhale. Might feel good to take an open mouth exhale. Ha. Let it go. Deep inhale. Maybe open mouth exhale. Ha. One more inhale. This time on your exhale, step to a forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Give yourself a stretch. And as you exhale, bring the hands down to the heart. One more round. Inhale, arms come up, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step back to plank, stay. Inhale, exhale, lower to your belly. You can put your knees down if you need to. Inhale, cobra pose or coming up higher, upward facing dog with the thighs off the ground. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's switch modes, get into the hips a little bit. Come down to a tabletop position. And bring your left leg behind you and make a few circles with the left leg in the hip joint. Move as slowly as you can, feeling every moment along the way of this stretch. There are so many tendons and ligaments holding the muscles and the bones together here. Feel them. Pay attention to what's happening in the hip. It'll be much less stressful than paying attention to anything that Donald Trump has to say, anybody else. Just breathe and listen to the body. The next time the left leg is straight behind you, hold it there. And then take a big step with the left foot outside the left hand. You might want to walk the hands forward a little bit. We're coming into a lizard lunge. You might want to walk the right knee back a little bit. And then we're going to move. As you inhale, lengthen the spine and get deep into your lunge. And as you exhale, straighten the leg. Bring the hips back around the spine. Inhale to come forward, arch the back, really getting extension in the upper body. And exhale, straighten the leg, hips come back, spine rounds. One more, inhale to come forward, and exhale to come back. Inhale to come forward, pause. Put your right hand down, press your left hand into your thigh, and just push the knee out to the side. Open the chest up to the ceiling if that feels good. You're on the edge of the foot, the knees out to the side, finding this nice rotation in the hip joint. It should feel a good stretch here. You're here for 3. Maybe you want to move around a little bit, or maybe you're staying still. You're here for 2. Taking one more inhale. Exhale, hands, knee, come back. Let's do the right side. Inhale, right leg lifts. Circles, knee to elbow, knee to shoulder, and around. This should feel good, just finding the movement that works for you, but move slowly and pay attention to what you can feel. And then move the circles in the other direction. For 3. For 2. And one more, taking a big step forward. Finding your lizard lunge, hands inside the foot, foot outside the hand. Inhale, come onto fingertips and arch the upper back, get really deep in the spine, and as you exhale, straighten the leg around the spine, bring the hips back. 2 more, inhale to glide forward, get deep into the lunge, and exhale to glide back. 1 more, inhale, and exhale. As you inhale to come forwards, pause here. Left hand down, right hand on the inside of the thigh. Push the knee out to the side, and if it feels okay, open the chest up towards the ceiling. It should feel like a good stretch on the outer edge of the hip. You can move around a little bit here. You can stay still. Just feel what you can feel. Good, and then gently hand and knee. Come back. Come back to your downward facing dog for just a moment. You can stay here, just stretching everything out, or finding a vinyasa. Inhale to glide forward to your plank pose. Exhale to lower to your belly. Inhale to find your cobra pose. And exhale to come back to your downward facing dog. Coming down, coming onto your back. There are so many other poses that I want to do with you, but this is just an introduction video. So again, there's much more coming to you. Sign up for it. Let's finish this video with a twist. Bring your knees into your chest. Draw your knees over to the left side of the body. Bring your right arm out to the side. Try to get the shoulder to touch the ground. Walk the left shoulder out a little bit towards the left side a little more to get more chest expansion. And then stay here in your twist. If you'd like to do something different with the legs, please do. Just find anything that feels comfortable for you. Twists are pretty intuitive. So just make sure you're comfortable and settled here, and then breathe. One of the ways that you can relax the body is by doing this. Taking a passive inhale. And on the exhale, letting the body get closer to the ground. Passive inhale. Deep exhale as the body gets closer to the ground. Inhaling. Exhaling, hips and shoulders touch the ground. Inhaling, exhaling, get lower. 5 more breaths like this. Allowing the body to sink towards the earth. When you get to your next inhale, come up to center and just go right onto the other side. Knees fall over to the right side. Right shoulder walks out a little bit more to the right side. Again, if you need to adjust the legs, do. I want you to be comfortable here, so move around to make yourself feel good. And then again, finding this breath. Inhaling, just passive, regular. Exhaling the movement of the body and the energy down towards the ground. Focus on this. Close the eyes and breathe. On your next inhale, come back up to center. Tuck the knees into the chest and find a few circles here, just getting a little massage in the lower back and the top of the butt. You can keep doing this, or you can grab your ankles and find a happy baby. The great thing about video yoga is that you can pause here and stay in a happy baby or in a twist or in your hip circles for a lot longer. So you might want to take a moment just to relax on your back, and if you have the time, just to breathe. If you'd like to finish the practice with me coming into a Shavasana, again, if you have the time to stay lying on your back for 5 or 7 minutes, do it. If not, just take a few more breaths. Pressing pause on the video to stay for longer, or gently finding a little bit of movement. Finding your way up to your seat. Taking a moment to recall the intention that you set at the beginning of the practice. Just drawing it back into mind and body here. Taking one more inhale to seal this in. Remembering to bring the sense of relaxation wherever you go. If you find the body getting a little overwhelmed or the mind getting overwhelmed, just take a moment of stillness and take a few breaths through the nose. Finding a gentle bow to close. Thank you guys. I have a meditation video coming up next, which is a really nice supplement to a yoga practice. It's only 5 minutes long, so find that, do that too. And sign up for more videos every week. So many yoga videos will come to you, and we'll start this online community. It's going to be wonderful. Thanks.